ladies and gentlemen, this is the spot that ended my freedom temporarily. It was a Sunday afternoon on the 5th of August, 1962. I had lunch in Durban, and I was in very good mood as I came down here with a white dust coat as a chauffeur. But I was not driving. My friend Cecil Williams, who had fetched me from Botswana a few days before that, was driving. Then as we reached this place, a new Ford car flashed past our car and then indicated to us that we should stop. And Cecil Williams, who was a well-known playwright, said, "Who are these?" And I say, "Why do you ask?" Because it's clear who they are. And I looked at the rear view mirror because I wanted to get away. And I saw two cars following. And I looked to my left and I saw that bank. And I realized that to try and get away would be a gamble. And I decided to remain in the car as we stopped. A tall gentleman came out of this front car and walked up to us. The way he looked at us, he seemed not to be sure at that time who we were. He then took out his warrant of authority and introduced himself and said, "I am Sergeant Foster from the Pietermaritzburg Police. What is your name?" I said, "My name is David Mutsamai," which was my cover name. He then said, "Are you not Mr. Mandela?" I said, "I have given you a name." He said, you are Mr. Mandela, and that is Cecil Williams. You are under arrest. Here is my authority. Well, I knew that if he gave me his authority, you see, then he was a policeman and he had the authority. And I said, very well. And he said, "I'm going to get the sergeant, a major, to sit at the back of your car. Turn round to Pietermaritzburg." It is not correct that he arrested me, he handcuffed me. Nor is it correct that I was carrying an AK-47, which I handed to him. What actually happened was that I had a revolver in my breast pocket. As we were driving back to Pietermaritzburg, I pulled it out and I pushed it in between the two front seats. I never went out of jail and I never met Cecil Williams. I don't know what happened to it. But I must say that the arrest itself was done very courteously, very politely. At that time, the Natal police had the reputation of being the most courteous of policemen. And then I was taken to the charge office. There was already there warrant officer Truter, who knew us very well because he was involved in the treason trial, which took 4.5 years, and in which I was one of the accused, together with Comrade Kathrada here and others. So I found him in the church office waiting. And he then said to me, well, you have put on weight. And I knew, of course, where this was driving to. So I say, do you think so? He says, yes. And now you have grown a beard. I say, do you find it strange? So the conversation went on like that. He then said, why did you put up this fuss? Because you know, we know you very well, Mr. Mandela. I said, I've given you a name, and I stick to that.